Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 to bring you another Company Roast replay brought to you by Comrade. If you want to send in your own replay, you can do so via my YouTube channel. Just go to my Gmail or my Facebook located in the About section. And if you don't know how to send in, Google how to send a CH2 replay on Greyshot Productions and you will find a video to show you how. I also want to thank Leo, Tim, and of course Chris, who... By the way, who I actually recently just played Dead by Daylight, and Jesus Christ, he's a deadly killer. But for supporting me on Patreon, those guys are awesome. And of course, you can check out more of my Patreon supporters on there. And I think that's about it for all my things. Let's see. Make sure you like and subscribe. That really helps. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. In any case, this is a 4v4 on Lazarus ambush with, oh Jesus Christ. Alright, Comrade, Robin, Pussy Tank, Cambro, Fedor, Gappa, Dr. Zilkin, and Sobargan. Hopefully I got those names right. In any case, 4v4 on Lazarus Ambush, one of my favorite maps on CH2. Kind of interesting because we have this like very defensive location, more wide open terrain in the middle of the map, and then kind of defensive for the I guess person on this side more so than the other, because again they're kind of blocked off here. Makes it very difficult for this side to really push up and take it. In any case, let's see, Comrade, what are you up to? Let's see, there you are. Where are you? So you have a Stern Pioneer and two Volk squads, a lot of base frontline infantry. Let's see, we have Robin assisting you, and you went Assault Support Doctrine. Okay, it's pretty good support, and actually some good resource boosting. Let's see here. Cambro went Fortifications on the left-hand side. Again, really locked down this area. It kind of makes sense, honestly. Put a Pack 43 here. It's devastating. Or actually, back here would be better. That way we can cover middle. And then, let's see. Pussy Tank went Spearhead Doctrine, which is good mortar half-track. You can counter British and, yeah, Tiger and stuff. So very, very, very similar to the Assault Support Doctrine. Because it has a lot of the same abilities. You can see here, like Fragmentation Bomb and the Tiger. But it does, you know, some nice recon and some other stuff, which this one doesn't. Although this one has a strafe, but very costly. Right-hand side, let's see what's going on. Actually, I don't think there is a British... Yeah, well, no, one British player, one American, two Soviet. Ever seen two Vermont, two OKW? Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, man. Go Overwatch Doctrine. Give me something new. Give me something different. Anyway, let's double-check rank really quick. So, very low rank player... Of course, Pussy Tank is the most experienced player, because why not? And then the enemy team is pretty much made out of very high-ranked players, so we shall see how this goes. Yeah, the fact Comrade sent this in and he's a low level, we shall see how this goes. Although he seems to be doing pretty well, did a lot of damage, though it looks like his front line was pretty much shattered. And most of his troops are falling back, though he has some still on the front. But quick thing. Building decent 3 windows, so it's able to hold off against this engineer squad, do a little bit of damage, heavy cover. And really the Soviet guy and the American guy really don't have much to attack, so he has an ambulance, so he can always reinforce, but even with one rifleman squad, it's going to take a lot more. So let's see here, what do we have on the Allied side? Only Rifle Company, which, good on flamethrower, especially, well, yeah, decent flamethrower support with the, of course, Rare Echelon. Kind of just makes them, you know, like a Pioneer squad or a Soviet Engineer squad. So, rifleman that can sprint, some flares, some, you know, passive rifleman buffs. White phosphorus, pretty good for holding back infantry, and of course, Rifle Company, which has the Easy 8s component to it. And I'm just trying to think of the best way to describe these. These are essentially more buffed up Shermans, but they're not. It's very difficult for them to really fight, like, for example, Panthers or something along those lines. Let's see, a little push over here. Scout car coming up. All right, so this guy is trying to go with the Special Rifle Company with the Soviets. Problem. Let's see, we're going to have a Panzerfaust. No, do you have a building up? I'm actually curious. I don't see one. Usually they put. Oh, here we go. You are setting one up. So once he sets down that building, he'll have a Panzerfaust ability. He's probably pulling back in the meantime. Doesn't want the scout car to pretty much open fire on him and kill a lot of his men, especially in like a negative cover environment. So he's going to pull back. This guy's screwed, though, because as soon as he captures this territory, he's probably going to rush up and either A, hit this mine, or B, go through this way and get hit by a Panzerfaust. I'm going to say he dies from a mine. I'm putting my bet. That's my bet. Let's see. Middle. looks like the allies are prepping a charge. Now on the left-hand side, we have this guy actually playing it smart. Have a nice line here. Threw a bunch of fire to, I think he threw the fire? Maybe. Although it could have been a Molotov cocktail. But the size of it makes me believe that it's more of a... And yeah, we can see here that the conscript said it was actually like incendiary grenade from these guys. This thing is really good. I mean, like, it's great for fighting buildings and actually big blobs of infantry because it'll just burn everything. It's great. And this guy's putting barbed wire. Fun fact: put barbed wire on the area in which the enemy can come from. Like, all you're doing here is making it so that way you can't use that cover. So, I don't know. I'm actually curious what you're trying to do. So bargain. Would you like to make a bargain? I would like to make a bargain. Reference to something I just saw that is great. Anyway, why, like, this barbed wire thing I just find weird. Because, again, a vehicle can come through and just break it. It's not really meant to block infantry. They can easily come through here. Kind of just weird. But, I mean, this guy's trying to fortify. I mean, like, but here's the thing. This guy's doing a better job, and his fortifications are a lot better. Plus, I love this scout car. Thinking it's going to survive against 2 Sturm Pioneer squads and 1 as a Panzerschreck. Like, no. You're not going to live. There we go. And again, it seems like this guy's really just using this barbed wire just to, like force the enemy into choke points, which is, pretty smart. Like, for example, this. Having the enemy pretty much fight with no cover, and he's going to own this conscript squad, and then annihilate the sniper squad, who's still there for some reason. I don't understand why. And then he's going to go up and just decap this and grab some fuel. Decommission it, get some good resources. And this guy's grabbing another sniper team. I cannot wait to see how this guy fucks up. It's going to be great. Now let's see. The British player, as you can see here, is going a lot more mobile. He has upgraded all of his infantry with some better weapons with Brens and Piats, and then he has the armored car, which makes him pretty suitable for killing any light armor. And I love the armored car because, again, very like the Stuart has special ability which can hurt other armor, and this one is just like, oh, it can pretty much immobilize light armor, or even medium armor, honestly, which is very, very good. Actually, having an armored car with, like, a Firefly could be very crucial, because you could use the armored car, get behind a King Tiger, and if it pierces, you could knock out possibly its engine or cripple it, and then the Firefly can just keep sniping it. And you could use the armored car to just go around and around so the tank can't hit it, but you keep sight. An idea. Now, Soba, you went defensive tactics. I'm so curious why you went this doctrine. I think because, again, this guy's going heavy fortifications. This is not the doctrine to go. You don't go defensive for defensive. It doesn't work, especially this doctrine. And he's going to be more defensive and laying down mines more than you. So yeah, that's really weird. This AT gun sucks. The Dushka's great though, and heavy mortar's fantastic. But yeah, I just very curious. Now this guy, this Soviet player knows what to do. Lots of conscripts for frontline pushing. Again, if you're going to attack, make sure you have frontline infantry. Engineer squad, heal. His quad, which is suppressing all the infantry that comes near it. Nice try with the flame, but he's just going to walk out of the way. MG, and you can see this guy is a really good player because, again, he's not putting his MG in a building. He's being very active with it and moving it around, so that way if there's an enemy blob, he can quickly focus it, hit the target, and make sure that area is being suppressed, so that way he can cover his flank. And again, he has to because he's versing an OKW player, so he could very early in game could be versing Panzerschreck forces, which is very bad. Now his ally here is also being pushed back by this American player who, once again, upgraded his units, and wow, they already rushed for a major. Okay. I mean, good luck. I mean, we can see here that they've captured a lot of territory, they're putting down some fuel caps, so they're trying to rush as fast as possible for armor, which could work, and it's the 10-minute mark, so by that time you should expect some type of armor. Now, again, Comrade has got himself a Luke's, and actually this is a great counter, because we can see here against the Soviet player, he doesn't have AT at all. Like, does he have AT grenades? Yes, he does, so at least he has that. But with the quad, the quad's machine guns will do nothing against the Luke's, but it will hurt this light armor. Nice mortar, by the way, almost killing this thing. Sure, why not? AT gun coming around the flank. Nice shot. But yeah, again, it looks like these guys are just hammering their opponent and just able to break through the lines. Where's that Luke's? Dude, send that Luke's in and help out your team. Would be really helpful. Okay, and here's another thing. Why do you have snipers? Like, snipers are good long range. In this environment, since you're literally being funneled through a small area, it's not good. Also, I love this. I love how he set the mines with the minefield, so it's just like, yeah, he's going to get annihilated. I mean, don't worry, the snipers can fire, like, across the minefield, but again, he can just walk up and open fire, and since they're in negative cover, the SCG-44s will pretty much annihilate them. Nice fire grenade. Do a little bit more damage. We'll burn that sniper, almost. And they're going to retreat. And that's, again, 720 manpower currently retreating, worth of men. That then it's like you're going to have to wait for them to go all the way back, because Soviets can have a forward base and then go all the way back to the front line. Meanwhile, this Luke's like, alright, I guess I'll just pick off these support weapons. Why not? He has to worry about the rifleman, though, as we can see. This guy, Fed, I'm just going to call him Fed, does have AT, so he does have to worry about that. Plus, I would expect a Sherman out shortly. He could rush for the Easy 8. I mean, he could deploy that, and that would be devastating early on. But it's not something that's just going to be like insta kill. It's a more souped up Sherman, of course, but it's something that if he used his units correctly, and as you can see here, he has a nice wide range of forces. Also, we can see here that MG kind of failed. He could counter it if he did enough Panzerfaust and did a nice Panzerschreck. Gappa. Oh my god, that is a name. I just had a flashback as soon as I said that. Go, if you are a monster movie buff, go look up Gappa. Was it? Oh god, I forget the tag. Was it Destroyer of the? Essentially, think of like bird-like lizards that. Yeah, bird-like lizards. And there are two of them that has Godzilla's radioactive fire, and yeah, that was a monster movie in the 60s, I want to say, when Japan was like, we can like make 4 monster movies a year and just rank in all this dough. It's great. There's a reason why in the 70s it's slowly but surely just like, no, well actually no, that's not true. The reason why they stopped making a lot of movies and like TV shows, stuff like that, was actually because of the oil crisis. Because, fun fact, all those special effects require a lot, so they pretty much went to, they had to stop or cease production for quite some time, and then they brought it back in the 80s, and that also brought back, like, Power Rangers, stuff like that, because it was more economic to actually, you know, use all those special effects and things. The more you know. Anyway, Panzer IV being deployed, but again, we have an Easy 8 coming up, so that could really turn this tide. Although, again, nice job getting a Panzer IV this early. 13 minutes in, still pretty early, and again, we can see here, they're trying to focus and kill this emplacement, and he's also trying to run over these, pretty much, infantry section. Nice job killing that. Mortar, again, it's going to be a huge blow for the British player, though his infantry is still alive, and he could just equip it with more Piats, which would be pretty devastating versus this armor. Let's see, nice actually Grenadier squads. Upgrade with the MG42, so great for combating infantry. Though we can see here that, again, the Allies are pushing on the flanks and are actually doing a lot better job over here. This sniper team, yeah, it's just not working. Dude, I know you're supposed to be a high-ranking player, but Jesus Christ. Maybe start acting like it. Get something else, get heavy mortars, I don't know. But this is sad. You're going to lose the sniper team. You're very lucky. You know, you're still probably going to lose that sniper team. He's focusing fire. SCG-44 might get a lucky shot. And no, he escapes. Very lucky. But no, this guy's fortifications. It's going to be very... Well, did he steal your heavy? He stole your fucking heavy mortar. That's incredible. Yeah, there's no way infantry is going to break through here. You're going to need armor. And, like, infantry and armor, probably at this rate. And plus minesweepers. This guy's laying mines everywhere. Why would you put up this fortification? Are you planning on attacking him or just fortifying? Then why are you attacking through here? Make up your mind. Anyway, this Easy 8 along with the American rifleman pushing through. Looks like a lucky shot from the Panzer IV managed to pull it back. Some flares coming in. No, yeah, nope. White phosphorus smoke barrage, which will pretty much make the infantry and anything infantry based really, really weak. So the Easy 8 could one-shot that. Now, this is an example of, like, again, easy, very powerful, but yeah, Panzer IV could still probably kill it in one more shot, honestly, if it was able to pierce. You'd have to go through the side, but luckily he pulled back because we have a T-30-85. I think Gappa picked that. Very similar to the Easy 8, a souped-up T-34, so better than the medium variety. Wow, nice Firefly, too, tank destroyer. Wow, one-shotting that Luke's. Annihilating it. Again, this fortification guy loves his bunkers. Bunker, bunker, bunker. Terrible spot for this thing. I don't know why Cambro picked that location for his Panzer headquarters, but Jesus, that is a terrible spot. And again, my rationale, if he has a Firefly, he's going to be able to shoot long range. He has a little bit of sight. Again, you could probably pop flares or something along those lines. You could easily shoot that. Now, something that is concerning for the Allies, they don't have something that's a heavy bomber or heavy artillery or heavy anything, honestly. They have a lot of advanced medium stuff with the T-30-45s and whatnot, which, by the way, Panzer IV, back the fuck up. Like, I know you were trying to hit this T-30-45, and you're lucky this thing showed its rear armor for you to get a nice hit, but that Firefly's still there. One more shot, and you're screwed. Anyway, you could easily shoot long range with the Su-85s, AT guns, mortars, etc. It's way too close to the middle of the map. I see this very quickly being destroyed. Again, a better place for it, honestly, would have been up here, because even though you could say, oh, they could turn the AT guns this way, this is like a choke point like type area where you could easily counter this way or this way, and this would actually just prevent charges coming in from this location, and kind of help over here as well. So that way, if you are going to fortify this section, it's fortified. Also provides a little bit of support for the medic. But I get it. You put it down so that way, of course, if they try to go for mid, they get suppressed. Now let's see over here. Comrade is trying to push back this Easy 8. And we see here more Easy 8s coming in. Which, we'll see how effective this is. But again, if they use stuff like Mark Target along with that advanced media armor, they can turn the tide. But we can see here with this doctrine, Dr. Zyklon, sure, with Mobile Assault, all these guys have very good early and mid game. I'm just not seeing the late game component. And Comrade, you can see here, went breakthroughs. So we have the heavy tank, keep going, heavy tank, late game fortifications. You see what I'm going on? All these guys, again, the axis fucked up. They went all late game stuff. They all went stuff that is very, very powerful late game. So if the Allies do not use their advantage and get through within the next 10 minutes, the Axis are going to have superior firepower to hold back the light, medium, and even heavy infantry, and then the light and medium armor. And they can't get the heavy armor because they don't have access to it. Now, if Dr. Zyklon is the only person who would have access to it, and that would be with a Churchill or Comet. And while good, it's not something in like a Pershing, or even like a Priest, or again more Soviet, an IS-2 or IS-152, or even like a howitzer, just something different that can provide some late game support. None of these guys have that. They're lacking, and we'll see how well that does. It could be great. It could be amazing if they can use the advanced medium stuff correctly, along with some abilities which they have so much munitions for. They could use that, but we shall see. Problem is right now is these guys are using a lot of medium armor, so it's funny how the advanced medium stuff would counter this, but they're using so much medium armor that these guys are having a tough time. That being said, Easy 8's coming in, and more T-30-45s. I'm assuming we have an AT grenade coming in, or not. And you can see here, these Panzer IVs having a really tough time penetrating this armor. So while they can get some nice shots in and getting close to killing this stuff, they can't land the final blow because they're just not meant to really fight this armor. This armor is like souped up to kill this. And while you could use mass quantities of this stuff to really turn the tide, it's a lot more difficult. And you can see here again, the Allies are just spamming a lot more of these advanced armor units so they can just easily combat more of the medium armor. So Panthers would be a good variety. Getting some of the Tigers or something along those lines would be very good. And like I said, this is not going to last very long. The artillery fire is just coming in and murdering this. Also Firefly. I'm not sure how this one died. Probably a long-range AT shot. But this one's up, and it's probably going to murder this. Because, again, the artillery is providing recon. This, is targeting vehicles, so it won't fire anyway. But hey, the artillery fire killed it, so good for them. But yeah, that... Oh, man, this guy's still saving up so much resources. Why does he have 1,200 manpower? I don't know. But he has it. But yeah, this guy at least has a Panther, so he's trying to, you know, get more stuff. Again, he probably should fortify over here. If he can make this a staging post and have, like, artillery and stuff like that, pretty much pounding middle, that would be really helpful to his teammates, who are taking one hell of a pounding. Comrade, you should probably try to take over this right-hand side to get the munitions back, because resource-wise, your guys are lacking quite a bit. You're doing pretty good in fuel, but, again, we'll see how... Well, actually, no. Yeah, I mean, you're doing okay in fuel, but you still are lacking, and somehow... How are you getting more munitions? How are the Allies... Oh, okay, they didn't have this point. Okay. Well, with this point, they're gonna... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, like, I thought they had this point. There we go. You can see here they're being trounced with munitions. So, yeah, they really need to get that back. They really need to get that back if they're gonna really fight. Also, I will say, Cam, nice minds. Just nice job hammering that Soviet player. Let's see, what do we have coming in? Oh, strafing supports. They'll suppress the infantry from capturing that point. We can see what the Axis are trying to do. The Allies are having a pretty tough time at capturing mid, and they have the left pretty much down, like, pretty easily. So they're just trying to use their specials to keep holding it off. And while the Allies do have a majority of the points, army-wise, the Axis are still in the game. Like, the Axis have a bigger army, which I find so funny, because from every engagement you can see that pretty much the Allies are the ones that should be winning. But no, they actually, again, the big thing is this guy who's kind of failing on this left-hand side. But oof. Now, question. Yeah, I was gonna say the guy with the most men is this guy, and I don't blame it. He's on the far right hand side. He's been owning Comrade, so kind of makes sense. He has the biggest army, whereas Gappa is, oh wow, he's been brutalized this game, and he hasn't really done anything really that smart to really counter. Hey dude, how about get some Katyushas? How about get an Su-85? How about get some heavy mortars, some Dushkas, anything? No, but you got. I don't, yeah. Wow, yeah, just keep that there as for Kenworth goes after. Dude, I love, Cambro, you're awesome. Sneak up over Kenworth for just try to take out T-34 and causing him havoc. Thank you. Just thank you. You're making my day. Though you are taking some losses, you are, like, fortifying this area a lot more, but we'll see how this goes. Let's see, Pussy Tank, oh my god. Okay, so you are getting some Panthers. Looks like the Axis in general are upgrading to Panthers, which do have an advantage over the advanced medium stuff, because again, they can deflect the shots, and they just have better damage than a T-30-45 or a EZ-8. So again, you need multiple. 2 T-30-45s can pretty much counter, but if they're going to be moving in these like big groups, it's going to be very difficult. That being said, the American player does have a nice wide range of infantry, so if they use that correctly with their armor, the Panther wouldn't stand a chance with all those bazookas and stuff. Let's see, EZ-8's rolling up with some, wow, okay, with Soviet support as well. But it looks like we have a lot of AT, wow, a lot of our Kenworthers in mid. AT guns as well. They are prepped for that armor, and they're just getting annihilated. Wow. Some nice shots, and that kind of, well, trying to hit that bunker, not killing it. There goes the second one. Again, I don't know why you came up this small corridor. Again, you're trapped behind the buildings. No way for you to get out. Ugh. Nice artillery, though. Knock out, again, all those AT guns, the bunkers, pretty much everything. Panzer IV is rolling up. Again, would probably be a good idea to kill this heavy mortar spam this guy's doing. Again, all these mortars are devastating to infantry. So the fact he has a group of them, a lot, if any Axis infantry, yeah, there we go, is pretty much going to be annihilated. Like, it's going to be blown to Kingdom Come. Even armor will start taking some substantial damage from those heavy mortars. Now, the good news is it looks like the Axis have some extra resources so they can just resupply. And this guy's doing a nice job keeping the suppression going and keeping those resources, well, getting those resources back. So nice job, Pussy Tank. But yeah, if they, oh my God, get in there. Robin, get in there. And you guys fail. If you would have kept that point for just a little longer, you guys could actually be pretty close to winning this game. I mean, one thing, the Axis have been really good at controlling, holding the control points. So right now, the Allies are, even though they have more resources, and I'm looking at Sobra, who's goddamn being, oh, there we go. There's all the armor. Oh, great artillery spam. What am I looking at here? Oh, there we go. I was like, what am I seeing? Oh, just a bunch of armor moving through. This is a bad idea. Middle of enemy territory. No, get a recon plane to help you guys out. But there's a lot of armor moving to you right now, and I do not think you're gonna be able to survive. How many Fireflies is this guy gonna get? Like, seriously, that's his third Firefly. Keep it back, man. Just keep the Firefly back. You don't have to send it up to the front line. Oh boy. Yeah, and this guy on the left-hand side is just taking over that territory. If he really wanted to, he could really push up. I've noticed here that usually on this side, a competent player can easily lock this down and cause hell for whoever the poor son of a bitch is over here. Typically, that's what happens. We'll see how it goes. Maybe this guy can turn the tide, but I don't know. He has 1,500 manpower, 300 fuel. I don't see him changing his tactics and becoming a decent player anytime soon. I was gonna say, if that plane crashed and helped, if the RNG gods helped him out, that would have probably helped, but no. Just no. Alright, so let's see. What do you have? Multiple Panthers. Looks like they're trying to guard mid, and again, just hold down the resources, which is a smart move. I mean, you don't need to push up. You don't need to capture all the territory, and right now, again, just grabbing all the munitions kind of helped. Although we can see here that the Allies have gathered a lot, put down a lot of fuel caps, but again, the Axis have put down a few, and we can see here that even this Robin guy is put down some of the supply depots. With these blitz trucks, you get a lot more supplies, so yeah, that can really help, again, rush for a Tiger. I'm guessing Comrade is saving up for the Yag. Had to guess. Either he's saving up for a Yag or a King, one of the two. And it's a King, and I don't blame him. I think in this scenario, King would be more acceptable. You're handling the light armor and medium armor very well. What you need something is that can handle the infantry, because again, the American player still has a competent infantry force, and a Yag Tiger can't really fight this. King Tiger can eat it. So again, good idea. And the Panthers are doing one hell of a job as well, holding his armor back. So yeah, honestly, the King Tiger is the right move. The King Tiger is definitely the right move. Oh, come on, good grenade. That was a good bundle grenade. So close to killing all that stuff. Just a little more, but hell, if you push it back, that's keeping them from capturing that territory. Though it looks like here, Dr. Zyklon managed to push up and gain more Fireflies, because why not? So this could be a major problem for the pretty much Allies. Yeah, unfortunately for what I'm seeing here is the fact that, yeah, the Allies are getting a bigger army while the Axis are kind of just keeping their armies like about the same size. Some people are getting more, some people are kind of there. I'm looking at you, Comrade, who unfortunately you just can't keep a lot of units alive. You're trying, but it's not going great. Come on, King. Come on, get it. Get him. There we go. Neutralized. I'm assuming AT gun? Oh, a Tiger. Huh, nice. Why does it look like there's a tarp on it? It looks... Oh, you know what? This is that Halloween skin, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Halloween skin. It looks like skin. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Katusha fire. I wonder if that's what that guy's going to do. Yeah, I wonder if he's just going to be spamming artillery. I mean, that's a tactic. And to be fair, the other two guys really don't have an artillery component to them. Except for, of course, Dr. Zyklon. And but only has one of these land mattresses. So, okay. We'll see how it goes. I mean, he's more like tank destroyer with the, especially with the Piat weapons, stuff like that, than really just artillery. So, okay, I can see it. It's just, let's just see how effective you are with the Katyushas. Though, again, versing in our fortifications guy, the Katyushas is probably the best choice. grouping up your armor. Probably not the best move, especially with the guy who can fire a lot of rockets. Why you're keeping your fireflies so close to the front line, I don't know, but nice rocket shot. Oh. Su-85, again, this man choke point. Again, you can't see, can't move. They're trying to move up and kill the firefly, but there's so many tank destroyers here. Yeah, you just want to fall back. You have to fall back. We can see here that's shooting because of probably a recon plane, I assume. You can hear it as well. Yep, an Axis recon plane. Big push from the Allies. I'm saying the Allies. The Axis trying to kill some things. Nice job killing one of the fireflies. Can we kill two? Yep, Firefly gets annihilated by the Tiger tank. And honestly, I would say this is GG. Looks like we have Start Artillery coming down, kind of help break them up. Again, nice idea because, again, you know they're going to fall back, so the artillery just causes more hell, and they're just like, what's going on? And they're just going to pull back, and yeah, Dr. Lycon's like, well played, I'm out. And that pretty much threw out a lot of the Allied armor. He still has a lot of infantry, but if the Axis can just capture mid, then it's GG. I would say pull back your king. Don't know why it's back here, and deal with this blob. Tiger can definitely do it. I mean, Tiger has a gun that's is well suited for fighting off infantry as well. And actually, if you want to, is this ranked? No, it's not. Never mind. If he could use blitz and just charge them, he could run over all the infantry, which is great. Oh, by the way, nice job with this. Was it field command? So that way, or field post, right? No, command post. Duh. Support gun, just why not? But yeah, you can reinforce infantry, and that kind of helps keeping the AT guns alive and other support weapons on the front. King, you probably could be helping out. I mean, there's not much tank destroyers. You kind of murdered them all, so just moving up would be good. Let's see. On the left-hand side, this Cambro moving up, trying to get some nice shots off. I don't blame it. And then blitzing away. Oh, that's great. And he even has a searchlight, too. Artillery, you know, doing some nice shots. Hurting the Allies. Causing some havoc behind enemy lines. I truly think, I truly do think a Pac 43, like, right here, beautiful. It would not only hurt this armor here, but also cover mid. Yeah, Pac 43 right here. And then this, again, this is where I would suggested the Panzer Headquarters be, because again, it guards over here, guards this position, and guards your HQ. Perfect. Plus, it guards against sneak attack, because a lot of times people come through this back corridor area, and this way, if they do, the headquarters building will suppress their stuff. And why on earth are you getting so many Su-76s? I don't know, but I'm curious to see how effective they are. I don't think you're going to live. Also, Easy 8, probably going to die. Yeah, wow. Runs over a few troops, still gets annihilated. They do a marked target, finally. I mean, the guy has 850 munitions, so it's about time he does that. Again, the Su-85s are trying to kill the king. This is where you pull back the king. If you have a marked target, just get the hell out of there. Though it seems like we have something coming in. I don't know what that could be. Why the hell would you drop white phosphorus? Okay, I know it can obscure vision, and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. But it obscures vision, so you can't see this damn thing. Oh, one shot from the Panther. That, oh no. Oh, it bounced with a marked target, and it died. Anyway, that obscured the vision, so the Su-85s couldn't get the final hit, and then you had to rush up a T-30-45, and that failed. That just, actually, I think that was just a 76. Was that 76 or? No, I think it was an 85. Well, it was a T-34 that bounced. Unfortunately, again, for this infantry, doing decently well, but the problem is there's just so many MGs on these things that it does eventually add up to doing a lot of damage versus the infantry. There's 4 Panthers with MG-42s. They're gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the infantry. Now, it looks like Pussy Tank is... one of the early things that I was told on 2H2 was the fact, like, hey, don't get a Tiger because, you know, you could get more Panthers for the amount of resources. And it's just like, okay... whatever, that's cool. I think in this scenario, though, he is using a few too many Panthers, because I get it. You want to have a lot of Panthers because you want to fight off the armor, but I think a Brumbar, would actually be very good because you could hold back that armor. And you would still have 2 Panthers, which would probably be more than enough, honestly, especially well supported, to fight off the big pushes. Because again, not only could they bounce shots, but they could really just destroy a lot of this lighter armor, especially the SU-76s, which, again, remember, he built 3, and now all 3 are dead. So, yeah. This guy is going through stuff so quickly, it's ridiculous. And this is just pretty much just Panther, 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 Panther. Well, actually, no. There's Oswins, there's Panzer IV, Stukas. I mean, they have a wide range. Sure, this guy's going all Panthers, but the rest of the team is actually going a nice wide variety, which I don't mind. I also like how he's using Panzer IVs to escort the Tiger, because why not? Just why not? Now, again, smart idea, capture this point, get this point, so you can actually start lowering the points down. Why would you retreat? Just take the point. Like, keep one guy in there. Like, it's worth it. I'm just saying. Now, let's see here. Actually, they did take over the right-hand side. Probably an allied push on this right-hand side would probably be pretty effective. If you could, like, sneak an engineer squad and lay oh my god, that's what you need to do. Lay mines through here so when the Axis come over, they hit the mines. And then, while your armor's here, you could quickly go over, kill the armor here, and back up. And even if they are, let's say, there's overwhelming numbers, the mines just delay them. So then you could get out before they engage you. That would be a really cool tactic. Because whatever you're trying to do here is not working. Like, you really need to try to force the enemy to engage you where you want them to engage. And you constantly moving your troops up to fight them in a location where the Axis have this location locked down, fortified, and pretty much prepped to fight the enemy. Not the greatest move. Really not. So let's see, what's over here? Again, this guy pretty much fortified over here. Again, he has stuff to heal armor, hold back infantry, nice mine placements. Does he have stuff in the forest area? Not really. I think he should at least have some type of mine system in here, or at least over here. Block armor from moving around. Let's see, did he put the Pack 43? No Pack 43 yet. But he still has the artillery piece, which I guess is supporting. Don't know where it's really hitting, but it's supporting. Yeah. Alright, comrade, where are you? Oh, there's your king, trying to guard the right flank. But yeah, the big thing is right now the allies getting more resources, which long term could help. But as you can see, not necessarily, because like this guy has so many resources and he's still doing terrible. And again, just for he's a high rank 3-star. I know rank doesn't matter, and I routinely say that. It's just pity that this guy is just doing this bad. Like, I expect the level 16 to be doing this bad. Man, you're really grouping up your infantry. Maybe not the best idea with a King Tiger that can one-shot you. Just saying. Dude, get that. I don't know why you have an engineer squad in there, but if you don't get them out soon, you won't have one. Anyway, massive armor charge. Looks like the allies are just charging with all sorts of tank destroyers. Tons of Su-85s. And this could be, again, a great counter to Panthers, because, again, they have the guns capable of mostly penetrating that armor. We have a King Tiger over here from the fortifications guy. I mean, Cam's doing really well. Oh, damn. Again, Cam's doing really well. And, again, King Tiger can bounce a few shots, but not always. Panthers trying to come in here, get some nice shots, but again, they are tank destroyers, so they are more capable at fighting armor. And with the Fireflies here, it's not a good scenario, especially versus a Tiger. This Tiger, it very rarely bounces shots. Its front armor is not designed to bounce shots, so these guys will just own them. And as you can see here, they just had so many tank destroyers that the armor is just like, oh no. Now, this is a situation where the Yag Tiger would be very useful, because it can outshot and pretty much has more firepower than a lot of the allied armor, or at least tank destroyers, so you could easily just counteract that stuff. How effective, we shall see. But I mean, this is the turning point that the allies needed. They are gaining more territory, and yeah, they're putting the Axis back on their heels. I mean, like, they're falling back. So that's a big plus for them. Now, what do the Allies need to do? In my humble opinion, like I said, they need to go around, lock this area down, and kill this guy's stuff. Why? That leaves a huge open gap to where they can get behind enemy lines, maybe, and then focus on, like, flanking guys over here and going through mid, and come around here and go through this, or they can just focus on killing this guy's base. One of the two. Once again, unsupported, I don't understand why you just rush up your infantry. It's not going to kill a king. If you have Fireflies and Su-85s, that's one thing, but just by themselves, no. Also, very surprising you're keeping the Easy 8s back. I actually figure you would bring that up to kind of like have a buffer between the tank destroyers, because tank destroyers routinely don't have a lot of armor. They're really meant to just stay back and fire. They're not meant for frontline combat. The Yag and stuff, or an Elephant, have so much armor on them that they can be closer to the front and can take a few shots, but on the flip side, like Su-85 or Firefly can't. They're not really designed to. They're really with the Allied philosophy of not power. Power is not what we need. Numbers is what we need. And most of the time, for the Allies, it worked. But most of the time is the key thing, I should say. Now, again, they still have this huge fallback point, so they do have a location in which they can fall back to and just pretty much hole up if need be. So this area is secure. It's basically mid where they're just kind of focusing. But see here, this guy's like, alright, well, I had a king, it failed, let me get a Jagdpanzer. And actually, I kind of agree with this. It is a tank destroyer. And what it's great is, it's a defensive tank destroyer. Meaning, it's great at pretty much holding and waiting for enemy charges, and then kind of like, while camouflaged or kind of not really taking the direct fire, just annihilating enemy forces. Okay, I don't know why you're pulling this down. Maybe to counteract enemy what the? Alright, just not finish it up. Sure, why not? Probably finishing up to help, you know, suppress that would be a good idea. Not sure why you're moving it up. Actually, Cambro, your Zinger artillery would have been great right there, because you had it for some time. All those tank destroyers right there are firing. Oh my god. And the RNG gods are like, fuck that infantry. Alright. Plane crash for the win. But yeah, okay, Searing artillery, good idea, and this should at least hold back a lot of the allied armor, kind of like pushing through this territory. We'll see how well that goes. Oh wait, no, that's not, sorry, that's not that. That's the, either a recon, no, yeah, strafing support, that's what that is. But yeah, calling in Zero artillery along with some recon right around here would have been pretty smart, and actually would kind of counteract this big blob of allied, like, armor slash mess that's currently just going around the battlefield. Okay, so this guy's taking my advice, kind of. He's moving up, but the problem is he's not moving up correctly. He's pushing in enemy territory with armor that really isn't that effective. Remember when I said that when they were not here, place mines? That way, of course, you damage the enemy, and even if they're in enemy territory, they're in a crippled state to such an extent that you can counteract the fact that they're in enemy territory, and even with, like, a possibility of with allied forces, since they're crippled, you can easily escape. But if you're just going to charge in, and then you fight a bunch of stuff, you have there's no way to really back out effectively, because again, you're just rushing in and you're like, oh shit, but before you can really think of a way out of that, you're a goner. Stuka coming in, I see a great hit coming in. Or just failure. Okay, nice flank over here. Again, looks like Comrade is coming in for the flank, while the other side over here is just, again, Panzer Grenadiers. That's all you need with Panzer Shreks. They counteract all this stuff. They have all tank destroyers. They have nothing good against infantry. And we can see here the Axis are like, alright, let's get a bunch of infantry. And it's working. Oh, wow. There goes all the allied armor. All of them. Pretty much. And I think that's Ziering artillery. Yeah, just add on top, so that of course that had to fall back. Yeah, in this scenario, it's not looking good for the Allies. It's honestly not. You can go tank destroyers, that's fine, but you have to anticipate what the enemy's gonna do. And I feel like, what's that guy's name again? Oh God, it's so bargain. He should have had Katyushas. I mean, he has enough resources. He could have Katyushas. Think of like having one or two, probably two Katyushas, and annihilating the Panzer Grenadiers over here, and then the infantry over here. It's like, the Sturm Pioneers over here. That would have helped out them so much, and probably would have kept a lot of their armor alive, so that way they could have fought the heavier Tiger and whatnot. Anyway, he's prepping. Oh my God, why do you have this puny AT gun? It's not going to help you. But sure, why not? Best of luck to you, sir. Anyway, this guy's still on standby. He's like, alright. If he wants to push over here, that's fine. I'll just send my Panther. Alright, we have SAR artillery coming down. And because they're all right next to this point, the SAR artillery is probably going to do a lot of damage. And if it doesn't, the Panther will just start wrecking these guys. Well, yeah. Well, maybe. No flank. He's going to have to fall back. Oof. That was a decent flank. Actually, nice job hiding behind the building so you don't get by AT fire. But yeah, the SR artillery is going to come in, and it was just one hit on that Su-85, and it's screwed. Are we going to see a hit? Yep, there we go, out of control. Probably was actually the Sturm Pioneer, but you get the point. The artillery would have finished it off. Anyway, another push in mid, but again, it's just a bunch of T-34, so Panthers are just going to clean it up. And with infantry support like this, yeah, it's just not going to work. More Su-85s coming in on the flank. But again, yeah, you're going to lose a Panther, most likely, but he's just going to pull out this way. Hopefully he does, anyway. Lots of white phosphorus. Lots of smoke. Dude, what's with all this smoke? My God. Like, seriously. I'm trying to see. Oh, no. Maybe this guy depletes. No smoke ability. Alright. I actually have no idea why there's so much smoke in that middle area, but why not? I mean, the Allies are giving it one hell of a fight, but it's a hollow victory. You can't keep doing this. You need to start hitting their supplies or something. And keeping your units alive. You're just not doing that. You keep losing T-34s and armor all over the place. And not just that. I don't know why it's like, yeah, let's keep facing. Except for a tank destroyer, that makes sense. Let's keep facing our advanced medium armor directly at the opposing armor, because we know in a head-to-head battle we can fight that. It's like, no, flank, especially with T-30-45s or T-34s. Ram that son of a bitch, and then while the tank is stunned, send your other armor with marked target. Which, by the way, Gappa, I don't see you using all that much. Just go around, flank that stuff. And then kill it very quickly, because the marked target just kills it. Nice matchless fire, murdering all infantry, trying to capture that point. And again, the Allies have to be kind of more offensive now, and aggressive, because they are so low on the points. They cannot just stay back. And that's the problem with early game. They had the capacity to annihilate the Axis and gain the foothold, but they didn't capitalize on the right points. Sure, they took the munitions, but they didn't take the star, and they let the Allies, the Axis, have the star all the way to late game. And late game is a lot harder to dislodge them. So, best of luck. Anyway, we have more armor coming up, more Su-85s and whatnot. Oh, look, Katyushas. Or a Katyusha. And a ton of... Now you're just trying infantry? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're stealing some of the good stuff, so nice job stealing the mattress, but, like, you could really use that to kill this stuff. You know that, right? You could just move that up to here, open fire on this location, ask your ally for some recon, because he's a major, and you can just do a recon pass. That's a thing. This is going to end in just mass of death, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so 3 Su-85s and a T-30-45. This is a point where it's like, alright, find the king, ram it, mark target, and use the Su-85s to clean house. That's what you do. Although, nice job with the T-30-45. Use the bones as cover. Play it like World of Tanks. Alright, so let's see here. S-285's moving up. Taking some decent shots. Again, the Axis are just like, alright, let's focus all our attention in mid. And to be fair, there hasn't really been a substantial attack on the right-hand side. This guy may try, but as we know, he's not gonna. He will not do anything. And I love how these support guns have just been annihilating him. Once again, blobs them all together and instantly retreats them together. I don't understand. So, Panther's rolling up. On with the King. Oh god, a big clusterfuck. Easy Gate's pulling back. Probably a smart move. Oh, and the SU-85 is moving up. Okay, this is your time to shine. Now mark target the King and just open fire. Use all your Fireflies, all your stuff, and you can literally just hit them all from the side. They're showing their weak armor. You can do a lot of damage, and you have the most powerful one, not being, you know, mark target. Still trying to. Oh, he's not prepped. You don't have your tank ram. We have more armor coming through this way. No support via infantry, but the Axis have their support. And there goes Firefly. Yep. It's a difference between having support and nothing. Like, and also using abilities. Where's mark target? You're not using it. It would have been perfect. It still is perfect to use it here. Yeah, and then the allies are just gonna fall back. Like, at this point, why wouldn't you? And again, I know, like, you're trying to use your rifleman. I get it. There's like, bazookas will work, I swear. Dude, get up and use the AT grenades so they're pinned. And then you could, again, bazookas don't work with front armor. It bounces. You have to get around the side, as shown here. Fire some AT grenades. Where's your rifle grenades? Oh, he just ran you over. Where's your rifle grenades? No rifle grenades. That would have killed this thing. And now it's escaped. Nice Firefly hit. Fragmentation bomb just annihilating those riflemen. Again, spread them out. Use your specials. Nice bounce. And Firefly will probably not get the final shot. Will it? Nope. Will not get a final shot. If it was 3-star, we can see our fail to target weak points. Which one is it? Oh no, it's yeah, track vehicles. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, again, vehicles that are hit will remain visible for extended period of time. That's a cool ability, so you can see it. But it didn't stay in sight long enough. Anyway, this guy's big push just ended in failure, which, let's be honest, not surprised. So many resources, so much failure for a 3-star, so much. Wow. Okay, it took White Phosphorus and pretty much other support to really start hammering. And to be fair, you could just probably get this squad and just heal. Like, this guy's been pushed back so far that, yeah, there's not really a constant threat. If he was constantly under artillery barrage and he couldn't heal, then he's in trouble. But the fact you do it and then he's like, well, it's over. I guess we can heal now. It's kind of just, in my opinion, the difference between, like, Doolittle's raid and then, like, the end of the war bombings in Japan. They both have the same effect of morale, which is kind of interesting, but doing a raid, doing a one-time hit is... by the way, if you ever watched the movie, the Michael Bay movie, that is not realistic of the quote-unquote Doolittle raid. It did little to no damage. But it was still raid, it did a little bit. But the fact, again, next day, Japanese repair crews are like, okay, let's repair it. And within a week, everything was fixed. But then, the end of the war, when you have air supremacy over Japan, and you just have bombers constantly going over, you can't go and be like, well, the building was brought down, was hit with a bomb today. Let's repair it, because tomorrow, more bombs come, and you're like, there's no point. There's just no point. I'm out. Peace. Alright, S-285s knocking out those Panthers, but it's too little too late. The enemy has just so much armor that while these guys are ranked up and oh so good, why do you keep on the front line? Just pull back. Like, just pull back. Firefly unable to move, trying to help. Do you have the extend? Yeah, well, yeah, you do. So you could get a few more shots. Oh, nice shot with the Firefly, knock it out. For Ken, we're for hiding in the forest, being like, I'm going to get this guy. And he is. He's just pop-shotting. It's amazing. Jackson missed. But for Ken, Werfer does not. Gabba just getting all the armor because he's like, SU-85s, that's we're going to win this game. No, you idiot. Honestly, I think guard troops would, with some support would probably be very effective, but it's just how you're playing this game. And I find it so frustrating, the fact that this war keeps going on, and it's just like it's like the enemy just escapes. They're able to pull back. You're not using correct tactics. For some reason at Jackson, going in behind enemy lines, I don't understand why. And man, I was like, what, 25, 30 feet in the air? Pretty good height. Pretty good height. White Foster's coming in. Okay, that's smart, because again, that can hurt the infantry and stops them from repairing. At this point, I'm just going to fast forward, because there's no way the Allies are going to win. They've taken so many casualties, and I've seen no difference in tactics. Okay, nice artillery fire. But I think this thing just actually killed it. Yeah, it did. 4 stars. It killed the Katusha. Wow. Wow. Great job. Just wonderful job. Now again, enough artillery fire. Congratulations. You guys managed to actually kill them. Or break up his fortified line. But he's still holding it. I mean, like, he's still... Well, no, wait. It's decapped. I'll give you that. He's still kind of. It took this guy, what, an hour into the game, but he finally was able to press in this guy's defenses. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Hope you get a medal for your accomplishment. Alright, Cambro, doing actually decent. Getting back his men. Pussy Tank still is his, well, he has a Tiger and Panther support. Very nice. As long as, probably should get more infantry. Robin, decent amount of infantry. Getting more, and Panther and Tiger. I like how all these guys have support weapons for all their stuff. Jagdpanzers, for some reason. Once again, another, I love, why do they keep doing tank destroyers through this, like, choke point? Like, why? They keep getting annihilated through here. And I also just realized that Yag Tiger was... Did he ever deploy the Yag? I don't think he did. I think the Yak would actually be a smart move. And there goes... Yep, there goes this guy. He's like, I'm done. Peace. Which I don't understand why. He still saw his infantry, so... Don't know why he just suddenly quit, unless he realized, like, yeah, we can't win. Some people, even though they have a full army, will just quit, because they're just like, I can't win. Not worth it. Also might be the... Oh my god, really? Really? This guy's like, free Jackson, awesome. Don't know why the AI is back there. But sure, why not? Anyway, strafing run, making sure they can't take the point. Big, again, Comrade pushing over here with his infantry, just clearing the house. And, again, making sure that we can just win it via capture points. Not a bad move. Wow, okay, conscript spam. Because you have so many resources, why not? Nice grenade, I think. No, it's just artillery. Oh, wow. But again, MG and stuff, so suppressed. And once again, nice artillery hit. And there goes all of his conscripts. You are a special child, you are. Okay, massive push over here. But again, Zeering artillery just kind of broke everything this guy had. And just one armory piece. Like, yeah, we're here to help. King Tiger on the left-hand side, hoping to hold stuff back. There's a little Stewart going around killing the stuff. Decent actually move for the AI. Again, knocked out the fuel caps. That kind of helps. again, what I never saw the Axis and the ally. I'm sorry, the allies just kept trying to hit the Axis like units. I'm just like, why don't you hit some more vital spots like the fuel resources and stuff like that, which again are kind of the most prevalent thing. You have a direct line into the behind their lines because you take over this left-handed side, but you never used it. I mean, I could say the same thing about this fort guy, but the fort guy was kind of focusing on mid the entire time, so just trying to help his teammates out. So I can't necessarily blame him. And wow, this bargain guy has finally finally used up his resources. Oh, some people complain like, oh, Greyshot, you did so many 2v2s for so long. It's like, can we have some, bigger matches? I hope you like the clusterfucks. I hope you like this. Because this is just ridiculous. All tank destroyers coming in. Again, not being able to get through his choke point, and it just doesn't matter. Once the allies take this point, it's just going to be GG. And they're getting annihilated by the amount of, again, the Yag Panzers over here, which are great against armor. It's just, yeah. Strafing run holding back the infantry, more Yag fire. Yeah, just get annihilated. Suka fire. Yep, just hold back the stuff. Why not? Again, now they're trying to push over here, but Comrade's holding back mostly. Again, some support function, but again, he has troops here, so he can hold that stuff back. That's, again, infantry armor supporting the bigger thing that can take more damage and dish out more damage. Not a hard concept. Very rarely used. Not sure why. But again, this team, I will say this. This entire Axis team did a really good job at trying to support their nice supportive functions. Comrade 94,000, I believe it. Because again, not only his king, but his infantry, which I give credit to where credit's due. This infantry has been alive for a long freaking time. I'm assuming that's why. Yeah, and the king as well. Wow, holy mackerel, 22,000, 51 kills, not bad. And I think you lost one, right? You lost one king? Yeah, you lost one, so that, not too bad. Let's see. Second was Cambro. I easily see this. He was a really good player. Even like Pussy Tank and Robin, which again, whatever. Really good. And even though Cambro got more kills, again, he murdered this Soviet player. You want to know where the Soviets lost all their men? It's this guy's tactics against Cambro. Holy God, so many Soviet soldiers died charging at this fortified area. But yeah, he held, and he did a really good job at just holding this point, supporting his, again, sending his armor to help mid, and even just like taking this point now and again when he could. So not bad, dude. Not bad. Let's see. Best player on the enemy team? Not Bargain. Oh, wow. Not even by a long shot. Most kills, of course, with Cambro. Again, we understand why. But Dr. Zycon got the most kills for his side. I could see why. He had really good infantry for the most part. Really upgraded. So I'm assuming that's the reason why. And his Firefly did a ton of damage. So, holy mackerel. 70,000 damage. And again, Gappa, once again, mass-produced the SUD-5. So if I had to assume as well, he's the, Gappa's the reason why, of course. Wait, where is it? There we go. 80,000. Yeah, they just did so much damage, but not as many kills as you think. 9 kills, and then with the Firefly, I mean that's a decent chunk, but okay, 13. Never mind. I take back what I said. I take back what I said. But he did lose a lot. Like, he lost 11 Fireflies. That's the thing. They kept mass producing this armor, and it just, like, they just kept dying. It just died over and over and over again. Where it's like, I mean, like, I'm not saying that they didn't lose. Okay, well, actually, wait, two deaths. Okay, this guy lost 5, so yeah, Pussy Tank lost a lot more. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ, I hate that name so much. Panther. How many Panthers? Okay, a couple, not too many. Not 11. And, was that Comrade? Yeah, and it, like, again, all these guys didn't spam as many armored units as the Allies did. I was that's shocking how many guys you've lost. It's just a simple tactic of like, if you're gonna use something, you need a layer. And I think what the Allies missed was using their infantry as a front line and then sniping, and then once they're done, either use recon or fall back, having something to cover their tanks. They never had that. Never had MGs to hold back the infantry. They never had AT guns to cover flanks against the S5s and stuff like that were flanked, and they never had infantry just in general, just as a buffer. They very rarely was the infantry with that, where on the opposing side with the Axis, the infantry was routinely with the armor. It's, again, I think I mentioned this before, but it's very similar to what the Germans did invading France. They had armor as a spearhead with infantry with support, and on the other side, they had the French had infantry attacking, which the Allies did a lot, with armor supporting, which wasn't the best way to have it. Or like it was, and it's not the support you would think of. It's really weird type of support. But yeah, it's just, it didn't help. And what they needed was just redefining their, like, in this situation, having their armor just better positioned and not die over and over and over again, get the veterancy. Because that's what happened. It's just like, the Axis just got so much veterancy, and even when they didn't, they were just like, alright, I finally lost my 3-star tank. Well, it survived long enough to cause hell. I guess I can get another one? Okay, and then here, he's like, maybe I should build a Pack 43. Dude, if he would have built Pack 43 earlier, it would have been game over for the Axis. I mean, for the Allies. Actually, over here would probably have been better. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have a replay, make sure you send it in. Otherwise, it's been Greyshot117, and I'll see you next time.